On the question of how local and regional governments can manage the opportunities and the threats of mergers and acquisitions, we in our region, the Louisville and Lexington region, have looked extensively at this question. What can we do? How can we foster the outcomes that we want, and how can we avoid the negative outcomes, the possibilities of job loss and things like that that we worry about and that all economic developers worry about? What we've concluded over the course of our interviews and our research is that the best defense against the negative consequences of mergers and acquisitions is really the preparation of a robust middle market. It's helping companies scale sustainably, innovate in a timely manner, export so that they are building a diverse customer base, and then help them prepare for inevitable transitions. Every company will make some transition at some point, whether that is a local sale, whether it's a sale within a family, whether it is an international sale. The foundational requirements are really the same for that company to acquit itself well in any transition. From an economic development standpoint, of course, what we want for a company to do, if it chooses to sell, is to sell well, to stay in the region that it's grown in, and to continue to grow there. And so helping middle market companies to navigate and prepare for those transitions has been a real focal point of our work. And we had a really interesting example about a year ago that was instructive for us in sort of what can happen on the positive side with mergers and acquisitions. There was a middle market Japanese company that had been exploring our region for quite some time, looking for the right way to enter the US market. And they had settled over time on our region. They liked it a lot. They liked its diversity and its makeup. And they eventually ended up purchasing it was a $10 million manufacturer, local manufacturer. And the combination of those two firms has been extremely positive for both. The Japanese firm gained instant access to the US market, and the American firm, which had serviced about a 5-state area over the course of a long history, it was a well-established company, at the stroke of a pen gained innovation and capital from the Japanese market. It gained leadership and expertise that was committed to making that manufacturing company the spot for manufacturing that would go all over the US and then probably to other North American markets, Mexico and Canada eventually. And so the growth prospects for both companies were fantastic as a result of that transaction. And the reason in many ways that it was successful is that that company was well prepared, and that local officials had the opportunity to make the case for that Japanese company to make a commitment here over time. And the combination of those two things had a win-win effect that we really hope and are working to replicate in other parts of our communities.